People go, well, I can't afford to get into a place like Beverly Hills.
When you're hunting success, you're going to make sure that you're going for an area in which you can be successful for. Try to find something that really fits what you love and what you like to do. Don't do something that everybody else is doing and that's how you can make money. You need to find something that you truly love to do, that you can do for the rest of your life and that you are good at.
Authority, exhibitionism, self-sufficiency, exploitativeness, and vanity.
You don't need to go off and be really good at this one thing that you cannot stand doing. You're just miserable doing it. You're never going to be truly as successful as you wish if you want to go do something that you don't enjoy every single day. You want to make sure that you're optimized for every single moment. You want to be good at the things that other people aren't good at, yet you still love to do, and you're really good at them. Because you don't want to be stuck 15 years into a job that you don't like to do, but you feel obligated to stick with that because it's been your career and you've been making money doing that and you've been fairly successful, but you'll never be able to reach the threshold of success that you've always been striving for by only doing things that other people told you to do. You need to find that one niche, that one passion of yours that truly excites you and you can focus on, put all your energy into, and really become exemplary at.
And I went, I remember saying to myself, what kind of trouble can I get in tonight? Can I figure out how to make some money?
You have one life. Maybe we go to heaven or hell after. Maybe there's an afterlife. Maybe there isn't. I've never been there, so I can't speak on it. But I can tell you, you get one chance on this planet. And if you optimize for an entrepreneur, what about your health? What about love? What about happiness? I know miserable entrepreneurs that are fat, out of shape. I don't want to be them. I'm saying you optimize for the moment, but in optimizing for the moment, you also predict that you'll probably be alive tomorrow. And I can tell you that with all certainty. The good life is the only noble target to seek. It'll help society because as you make your life optimized, genuinely, you rub off on other people and you optimize their life too. When you only seek money, you're gonna create a world where everybody only optimizes for maximum profit, which is where McDonald's comes from at all. You know what impressed me? People are in good shape physically. Like they're lean, they're strong, they're healthy.
You kind of get it. I feel like most people don't get what life is. Like, think about it. It's like, what is life? Like, why are we driven with some basic instincts? What's the purpose, you know? I like evolutionary psychology. So all these things have kind of led me down this bizarre place, and here I am with you. Like happiness, there's so many books now about happiness. There's a good one called Happiness Hypothesis by Jonathan Haidt. But at the core thing, to me, happiness is like soup. It's like, if you make chicken noodle soup, but you forget the chicken, it's not chicken noodle soup. If you forget to put the broth in, it's just chicken and noodles. If you forget the noodles. So that's what I mean. Like happiness is a compilation of a whole bunch of stuff you do right. If you look at an actual scientific explanation of what makes you successful, it is not just hard work. If that's true, construction workers would be the wealthiest people in the world. Waiters and busboys, they work harder than the owner. It's the most scientific one, and one of it puts you in 25, there's 25 traits of human personality. This is the most updated scientific test. And one of them is openness to new experience and unconventionality. So I've never taken the approach of trying to read, everything people, definitely don't read what most people recommend you. Definitely don't read what's at the front of Barnes and Nobles always. You have to know, where do you want to be in 20 years, specifically? Like you're in media. So let's say you didn't have a mentor and you were asking me this question, I would say, where do you want to be in 20 years? Who's the closest to you, who you want to be? And let's say the answer is, I don't know, who would that answer be? Maybe we become Epicurean, maybe we will die out in something. I believe in humans in the long run. I think America's still strong. This is not my area of expertise, so I'm gonna give you an amateur answer. My amateur answer is, we'll survive. The media will focus on a crap load of drama, but there'll be millions of individuals living nice, normal lives with happy families. I think it's part adventure. I have this thing that there's the 4 M's of motivation, what motivate us. I have all these cool mentor guys that I now have like built this advisory board. So I try to do 1 phone call a day with somebody really smart, whether it's an author or a PhD or and there's a guy who is a very famous psychologist, and he wrote a book. And I said, I got this theory of motivation. He's like a Wharton professor, and he listened to it and he was like, I think that's right. I think that's about right. He had a few changes, and it's the 4 M's. So you have material things, mating. The third one would be you have mastery, which is like status. And the last one is movement or momentum, freedom. I wouldn't be able to do it exactly, but I would try. Like my lifestyle, sometimes I'm like, don't mess it up, Tai. And it doesn't take as much. Like I spend now $100,000 a month on mentors, traveling to them, doing stuff, whatever related. And so I would scale everything back, but I would keep every element that I would literally do my best. So for example,